Hello again and welcome to my garage. Today I will be installing a stator and rectifier on my 2008 Gsxr 750. I believe that something is wrong with my charging system. I didn't even bother checking it, to be honest with you. Simply because I was riding a few days ago and I noticed that while I was putting my bike in neutral, the light was dim. The neutral light was dim. And that never really happens when the charging system is strong. And I've been working on my bike long enough for me to figure out that, okay, I know when something is going bad. I can feel it. It's like a connection that I just have with it, and it's good to work on your bike. When you work on your bike, you know what's wrong. You get familiar with it, and you can assess whatever issues that you may encounter. So the reason why I feel like my stator and my rectifier went out is because I have 3 HIDs in the front. If you guys are familiar with the 2008, 2009 version of the Suzuki Gsxr 600 750 model, you would know that it has 3 slots for 3 headlights. And my smart self went and put 3 HIDs, and I don't think these bikes work too good with HIDs because it pulls too much energy from the rectifier box. And because of that, it tends to burn the rectifier out. It could be my rectifier that's just bad, or it could be a stator that's just bad. But where it is that if you change one, you have to change the other one. So I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just swapping both of them out today. I know it's not the battery simply because I just bought that battery last season. It's a pretty good battery. It's a Duracell battery I bought from AutoZone. I mean, if it is the battery, I could easily take it back and get a brand new one. That's no problem. And which I probably do, simply because I'm changing the stator and the rectifier today. So it might just be best for me to replace the battery as well. But neither here or there. I'm just gonna swap out this stator and I'm gonna swap out this rectifier. To begin, you need to have, of course, a stator. You need to have a rectifier. You have one screw here, and 2 screws on the bottom ferrules. And everything is just gonna pop right out when you release those. When you take those screws out, this whole left side should just pop right out. And when that pops out, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 screws on your magneto stator, and you have 1, 2, 3 on your starter. Your starter is up here, but because it's a one-piece type of cover, everything has to come off. And then you have a screw that's inside this starter that you need to take out in order for you to take the entire cover off. I remember like the Superman version of the Gsxr that I had a 2003 Gsxr 750 in the past, and when you wanted to get to that stator, it was only that stator cover. As the Gsxr years grew, I think it was like 2000. I don't remember the year exactly, and I don't want to make any stories up, but the cover for the starter and the stator became a one piece. So you have to take everything off in order for you to even assess whatever issues going on within that stator. Whether it's a burnt coil or anything is wrong with it. Right? So you have the stator here. It's gonna leak like crazy, so you want to make sure that you have some type of bag or bucket or something. It's, because there's oil inside this magneto stator. The stator is like an alternator for a car. For those that don't know what a stator is, it's like the alternating current. And then you have your rectifier, which is DC current. And then you have your battery, of course. And then all 3 of those, the rectifier, the stator, the rectifier, and the battery is a part of the charger system. So if you hear anybody talking about the charging system, you have you know, they're most likely speaking about the stator, the rectifier, and the battery. Okay, so I'm replacing all of those today. The stator, the stator is down here, and there's a wire that connects from the stator up here, and it goes through the frame, and it connects to the rectifier somewhere down here. This is all inside the frame. So the stator connects to the rectifier, and the rectifier have another harness that's connected somewhere by the engine. And that's how this whole thing works, and that's what makes the bike start and what gives the bike the power to stay on with the battery, of course. So these are your charging system once again, and this is what actually keeps the bike on. This is what makes the bike start. This is what keeps the bike on, and what keeps the bike running as well. Alright, so I'm gonna stop with the talking and I'm gonna start working.